All right, welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live here on SABC News. Now, last week, the Soweto Economic Transformation Indaba took reforms to transform South Africa's most famous township into an economic giant. One of the resolutions was the formation of the Soweto Bank. Adding to this, a few Chinese investors are prepared to see the vision of Soweto's prosperity. To tell us more about it, we joined in our studios here in Johannesburg by Nkosinathi Hlongwa. He is the head of communications and strategy from Lighthouse Development, as well as Vincent Dai, who is the China Expo 2016 project manager. Gentlemen, good morning to you and welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming through. Let's start with you, Nkosinathi. Just reflect back on how things went at the Indaba last week.
Things went very well at the Indaba. The attendance was good. It was well balanced. We had people from various sectors of the business community in Soweto and also from the surrounding areas. We also had the attendance of the Minister of Small Business, Minister Lindiwe Zulu, MEC for Economic Development, Maile, and there were other dignitaries of which I cannot name individually due to time constraint. But all in all, the attendance was good. It was a full house. And you're saying that it was well balanced. In what terms? In three terms. One, from the gender perspective. Two, from the youth or age group perspective. And thirdly, also from the sectors perspective. We had people from the various sectors that are represented in the Soweto business community. And one of the resolutions that were taken at the conference was the establishment of Soweto Bank. Tell us about it. Yes, but it is within a number of objectives that we seek to achieve. Our objectives have got 4 pillars. It's partnership, development, procurement, and employment. And the bank falls within those 4 objectives. When it comes to partnerships, basically we're referring to co-ownership or equity of the businesses that are in the township. Our view is that if there's going to be any business that is trading in the township, we should have equity. It must be a community-based equity, not equity in the sense that there's a 60-40 or 30-70 ownership of black and white, but equity in the sense that it is owned by the people who are based in Soweto. Procurement, businesses must procure from Soweto. We have a number of services, goods and so forth that are available in Soweto but have been overlooked. And then when it comes to development, we have existing structure and structures. However, they are not well developed. They don't meet the needs and the demands of the Soweto community. And as a result, in other instances, we don't even have the resources and the structures that we need in order to thrive. And lastly, obviously, is the employment. Yes. All right, Vincent, let me just bring you into the conversation here. Yes. Why invest in Soweto specifically?
Because we are actually looking at Soweto's SMEs. And the project that we are running is called the China Expo. This is the first expo in South Africa. I think that we bring in Chinese investors and Chinese entrepreneurs or buyers come to South Africa, to Johannesburg, to meeting with Soweto SMEs and to showcase what South Africa has, what opportunity we have got. And the most important thing that we trying this time is we're trying to seeking opportunities to export to China instead of all the years that people see Chinese export to South Africa. Now we think it's time to change it and to looking at on the other way. The other way around, yes.
Yeah. But then are there perhaps currently business opportunities that you have earmarked as Chinese investors from Soweto?
Yes, from art and culture. Crafts, many services, which Soweto people can deliver. So I think there's plenty of opportunities we can looking at.
All right. Yes. Has the initiative been implemented already?
Yes.
Is it implemented?
Yes.
All right. So just coming to you, Nkosinathi, quick one on this one. The people of Soweto, how do they go about getting information from what Vincent was saying?
Sorry, I didn't get
How do they go about getting information so that they can become part of the initiative?
Well, there are a number of avenues that are available for information. One, through us, lady, they're able to access that information. There's also a website which we will be which will be presented to the various communities that are in Soweto. So information is available.
All right.
Accessible.
No, that's where you're going to leave this conversation, but I believe that we'll be able to chat later again here on the show. But thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. There you have it. That's Nkosinathi Hlongwa. He is the head of communication and strategy from Lighthouse Development. And we're also speaking to Vincent Dai, who is the China Expo 2016 project manager. Let's get you your weather update.